just as like a precursor to this, I'm recording this at like a really weird time of the day, so my voice is a little bit off. I'm a little less like hype as I usually am. I guess I'm not really hyped in any video, but all I want to say is I'm a little bit dead, and that's not for any reason. It's just because it's a really weird time. But yes, thank you. Please enjoy video.
What the?
Long season, and it all comes down to this.
Onde se definirá quem representará a América Latina na final do Mundial em Tóquio.
We'll go on all the way to Tokyo, Japan on December 1st for our World Final.
有请出两支决赛的战队。
Some breathtaking, some heart-stopping moments all the way here.
Let's get this win. Let's get out of here with that dub.
You have nothing to lose, and you have everything to gain.
Oh, yeah. Can he bring it home? Is it? Immortals is your North American champion.
Terceiro lugar na fase regular. Vivo Cage.
Complicar. Botou o zap. Mineiro vai bandeiro. Bola de fogo! A vitória da Vivo!
Vivo Cage, campeão da CRL Latam 2.
It is the European Finals. One team will emerge with a shot at going all the way to Japan. But Team Queso sweeps it. Your European champions, Team Queso.
Hello， 大家好，欢迎大家来到由 Supercell 主办、相较游戏传媒承办的2018年皇家战士职业联赛秋季赛季后赛决赛的比赛现场。
盾牌兵带上来手来用黑衣穿三，使用7张卡。
We have some amazing games coming up today in Clash Royale League Asia.
Oh, there's that double rocket. That's game. Oh my goodness.
Kingzone just one step away from becoming the champion of Clash Royale League Asia. And Kingzone Dragonets will be the champion. Immortals is it.
Never give up, never surrender.
A lot of emotion there.
Sa, 勝ち残ったのは2チーム。勝負はここから。トロフィーを掲げる世界王者になれるのはたった1チームだけ。
It all comes down to this. Two teams are left standing. Just one will raise the Golden Crown Trophy and become your World Finals champions.
Alright, so I'll be honest, to start this video, I didn't watch CRL for the regular season. However, I saw the finals were in horizontal and thought, maybe Supercell are listening. And they were. The CRL finals were actually a madness, and that's weird for me to say. I've always been super critical of CRL because it started a few things that I'm not really a fan of. Firstly, I hated the vertical stream. When I watch something, I like to sit and go do something as I watch, for example, script a video. This means that I usually watch on computer, so the mobile format was ugly as hell. Even on mobile, the stream was only available in 480p. For the official Clash Royale eSports format to be unwatchable on computer and only in 480p on mobile wasn't acceptable for me. And this obviously wasn't just my opinion, there are a load of people advocating for it to go back to a normal 1080p stream. And they did exactly that. We'll go more into that soon, however I just want to talk about 2v2 really quickly. I've never been into 2v2 esports, and I have a good reason. I'll play a clip from my last 2v2 run. One v one is hard enough as it is to get skilled at, using the information about 8 cards of your own, 8 cards of your opponent, the elixir of your own, and the elixir of your opponent. With this info, you have to figure out how to manufacture damage onto your opponent's tower. Well, in 2v2 that's twice as hard. Sure, you have a teammate, but conveying all of that information whilst in a live battle of Clash Royale isn't really possible. You now have 16 cards of your own, 16 cards of your opponent, 2 different elixir accounts of your own, and 2 different elixir accounts of your opponent. This is all whilst not knowing which opponent has which cards, and which opponent is spending which cards. Tracking cycle and elixir count comes to being near impossible. So in summary, in 2v2 there's no way to tell which of your opponents is playing what. You can't count your opponent's elixir or card cycle because you don't know which opponent is spending elixir or playing cards, and those are 2 of the key strategies to competitive Clash Royale. Anyway, this isn't a 2v2 rant, but I just feel as though CRL Season 2 doesn't need to include 2v2 as a game mode. However, that's just my opinion, and I know I'm going to get like a load of hate comments for that. So this is not a CRL rant by any means. This is actually a positive video on CRL, although my voice doesn't say that. Let's talk about the viewers. CRL peaked on 700,000 viewers over all streams, which is mad. I can't even think of something to compare that to, however it's certainly more than CR has seen in recent times, which is a key factor here. The English stream alone peaked around 150,000 viewers, despite it starting at 2 to 3 AM in Europe. On YouTube, the streams combined to a 350,000 peak. So I'm no expert in esports viewing figures, but I do follow the FIFA and Fortnite accounts on Twitch. Both of these were doing esports competitions recently and reaching like 100,000 viewers, so for CR to do that is crazy. However, it is important to note that they weren't doing world finals, which will affect the figures, but I think it's a fair comparison when talking about a mobile game. So what did Supercell do so well? Well, they made it horizontal. That's such a big influence, and here's why. The production value was just incredible. Now I haven't watched all of CRL because I wasn't able to catch it live because it started at 2 AM and I'm slowly working through the 8-hour stream, but I will genuinely sit through all of the pauses because the shots and stats that they bring up are amazing and wouldn't be possible in the vertical format. The arena cam showed the scope of the arena and totally gave off that World Finals feel because of how dramatic it looked. They were able to fit so much onto the screen. Here's just a few that I noticed through watching my first game. There were tournament progress, current format, past and future format, current score, the teams playing right now, the player cams, the banned cards, the combined health of all towers, the elixir leaks by each player, the cards played by each player, and a rotating informative graphic on the left hand side. It just looks so good on a horizontal stream, and I don't think anyone can deny that. Doing this allowed all devices to watch, from mobile to desktop. This definitely helped with viewers as so many people will be watching on both devices combined. Some other cool things were the camera panning off to other staff in the team at crucial moments in the games, showing the emotion and importance of these finals. After every game were stats about the game and some decent analysis from the casters. There was so much attention to detail and extra features that added so much to the stream, but I can't really include it all. Anyway, that's like too much for the actual stream itself. Let's talk about how Supercell actually got viewers. One huge seller for CRL was the hype that they built around it. The constant advertisement in-game really helped, because this game is a huge audience, but not everyone watches CR content on YouTube. Letting all the concurrent players know, hey, here's the best players in the world and they're competing today, come check it out, definitely pulled a lot of that audience in. One thing that we can't ignore is the free stuff that they gave out. Let's start with Fantasy Royale. The people who watched the rest of the league were rewarded with a knowledge of who would be good to put in their team. However, it was obviously open to everyone. Free emotes were like the hottest topic of this year, and giving them out got so many people to enter just for them. I don't think I've played against anyone without the free emote since that's come out. Along with the 1 million gems that they gave away, it was the ultimate in-game hype builder for the event that got more and more of the casual audience interested. Probably the biggest pull, especially to me, were the drops in stream. For simply linking your account to YouTube, you could obtain various drops for simply having a tab open. Now it wasn't anything groundbreaking, but the marketing to tell people that they'd get free gems was quality from Supercell. Overall we got 20k gold, 280 gems, a giant chest and 2 magical chests. Once more, it's not groundbreaking, but for every free-to-play player in existence, it was very enticing to watch and see what we were given. I want to quickly make a quick note about the state of the game. The 8-hour period really allowed us to see some off-meta decks that actually worked. We saw some really questionable cards work, such as some amazing clone plays that actually won games on the world stage. It's a great testament to the balancing team, to be fair. Where people say that their balancing is bad, we've seen the most balanced game in the history of Clash Royale at the moment. Most cards are usable, and I really do hope that Supercell take note of how good it was to see some usually bad cards come on top in the game. The crowd's reaction when that clone went off was priceless. Finally, I'm just gonna end on what I think could make these finals even better. It wouldn't be like a barely OP video unless I went on a rant at some point. Personally, I'll start with 2v2. I understand it's a personal opinion, however I think my point's very valid. I know it's not just me against 2v2, but I also know that a lot of people love 2v2, so it's very split. It's down to Supercell at the end of it, but I have to start with that. Secondly, why the players aren't connected through Ethernet, I will never know. They are literally on a podium with their mobile devices. They can buy adapters super cheap, and with the arena that they bought out, it's definitely not out of their budget. Now, I haven't watched the whole event because it only happened recently, but I'd love to have seen some more Clash Royale influence involved. Online personalities are just fun to watch, but also draw more people in if they make videos saying, hey guys, I'm gonna be at CRL World Finals, so you should watch. Having familiar personalities involved makes it more fun to watch, and big shoutouts to CWA who's been amazing through what I've watched so far. Again, I haven't watched the whole stream, so they may have actually had people there, so I'm happy to be wrong on that one. Finally, the waiting times were a little bit annoying to wait through and took a while. Teams were able to just call breaks and they weren't really explained why, and it's really annoying to have to wait 15 minutes for a game. I don't really know what they could have done about that, but maybe not have random breaks? I don't know why they're necessary, really. Again, I'm not like an event producer, they could have been totally necessary, but to me, the 15-minute waiting times are a little bit excessive considering matches are only like 3 minutes long. So that's mostly what I pulled out of CRL. Overall, I loved the event and feel as though Supercell actually killed it. I'm a massive cynic when Supercell do literally anything, but when credit is due, I don't have too much of an ego to say that they did well. So yeah boys, how was CRL for all of you? Leave me a comment because I'll reply to all of them with my thoughts. Once more, if you enjoyed this video, then leave a like, etc. It really helps the channel and would be appreciated. But yeah, that's all again boys. Peace.